In this video, we'll explore how you can use magnets to make your cosplay costume and props better. First, let's build some prototypes. When trying to decide on what magnets to use, it's important to know how much the item weighs. For each of our magnets, we list the pull force. This is the force required to pull the magnet straight away from a steel plate or another magnet. This small magnet has a pull force just over 5 pounds, so it can pick up this 3-pound shield without breaking away from it. However, it takes much less force to slide the magnet along the steel. When a magnet is holding an object vertically, we have to consider the shear or sliding force. This is how much weight the magnet can hold before sliding down the steel. The shear force is determined by the magnet's pull force and the friction between the two surfaces. The higher the friction, the more the sliding force will be. The friction between a nickel-plated magnet and a piece of steel isn't very high. With this 5-pound pull force magnet, it only takes about 1 pound to slide it on the steel plate. So this magnet wouldn't be strong enough to hold a 3-pound shield. If we put a thin, grippy rubber pad onto the magnet, the sliding force increases a lot. In this case, about 4 times as much. So keep this in mind when choosing magnets for your project. Adding thin, rubber material to the magnets can really help when holding an object vertically. Keep the material thin though, as the pull force decreases quickly with distance. Even something like electrical tape can work pretty well. As a general rule of thumb, choose a magnet with a pull force double what your object weighs. For example, if your object weighs 3 pounds, choose a magnet that has a pull force of at least 6 pounds, using a thin rubber material over it. Something else to keep in mind is how many magnets to use. The shield can rotate pretty easily when using just a single magnet. If 2 magnets are used, it stops the shield from rotating about when we don't want it to, and provides a secure hold. We use that setup on our wrist guard to hold up our shield. Here, we're using some 2-inch diameter rubber-coated mounting magnets. Remember the shear force issue from earlier? Well, these rubber-coated magnets are made just for that. Click the link in the description to view all of our rubber-coated mounting magnets. These strong magnets are just a bit too powerful for our 3-pound shield, but they worked great for our larger, heavier shield. We have over 1,000 different shapes and sizes of magnets in stock. We hope that this video helps you narrow down your options for your project. If you need assistance, you can always send us an email and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.